Hello, I'm Dr. Jerry Parrish. I'm the Chief Economist and Director of Research at the Florida Chamber Foundation, and welcome to this edition of Florida by the Numbers. Today I want to talk about the recent job numbers we just received, and I want to talk about the Florida Chamber's Small Business Index Survey results, which we just released. This is what the Florida scorecard looks like today. You can see that many of the tiles are green, and that means they're moving in the right direction. The unemployment rate is blue. That means it's remained the same as last month. It's also been 3.9%, the same amount since 2017 in September. The U.S. unemployment rate is 4.1%. When you compare what we showed this time last year on Florida by the Numbers, you can see a couple of things. Our unemployment rate is down, but also the year-over-year job growth creation is lower as well. The orange bars on the newer tile show you that there are heat maps for both of these metrics. If you'll click on the orange bar, you can put your mouse over each one of the counties and the numbers will come up. These are the types of jobs that have been created in Florida in the past year. Compare these to Florida's overall job growth of 2.0%. You can see that professional and business services has the top number, but construction has the top growth rate at 6.3% year over year. Also note that manufacturing jobs are still being created in Florida. Something I haven't shown in a while is the comparison of job growth between our 10 most populous states. This map shows you that at 2.0%, Florida is second in growth rate only to Texas, and much higher than New York, which has nearly the same population as Florida. Note the high-tax states like Illinois, whose growth rate is less than 1% year over year. Now let's look at Florida Metropolitan Statistical Areas, or MSAs as they're called. You can see that this is a heat map on percentage growth. Compare these numbers to the U.S. growth rate of 1.5%. You can see that Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, Destin MSA had the highest growth rate year over year at 5.1%. You can also see that 2 Florida MSAs lost jobs last year. Now let's take a look at individual counties. You can check your county's growth rate with this map and see which ones have created jobs in the last 12 months. You can also see that 15 Florida counties lost jobs over the past year. Monroe County, for one, is still struggling to recover some of the jobs since Hurricane Irma last September. This week we released the results from our second quarter Small Business Index Survey. Each quarter we survey Florida small businesses to see what their outlook on the economy is and what issues that they feel are most important to them. If you're on the list to receive the survey, thank you for taking the time to give us this feedback. The Florida Chamber uses it in formulating their business agenda for the year. I use the info when I make my yearly forecast. If you would like to participate in future surveys, please contact me and I'll get you on the list. The results of the survey indicate that workforce quality remains the #1 spot as the top issue facing Florida small businesses. This issue has been consistently at #1 for the past 5 quarters. The #2 answer, economic uncertainty, wasn't on the top issues for last quarter survey, but the volatility in the financial markets has caused this issue to return to the top issues list. Another interesting result is the lower percentage of respondents expect the economy to improve than over the past 2 years, although 49% of respondents still expect to hire in the next 6 months, and 51% are expecting to make investments in plants and equipment. These are both good signs for continued expansion of the Florida economy. For joining me today for this edition of Florida by the Numbers. If you have any comments or questions, please contact me at the Florida Chamber Foundation. Thank you.